Well, hello everyone, and a very warm welcome to Creating Healing Gardens. And this is part one, and this is the introduction. And you may be interested to know that this is the picture of the Bluebell Woods at the very place that we're going to be using as we describe how you may create healing gardens. So let's get started. Well, hello, I'm John Edge, and I'm the presenter. And we're now going to start looking at nature's healing ways and how we may think about them in terms of helping to create healing gardens. Now, we're all realizing, aren't we, the benefits of a better sensitivity and connection to nature, both to ourselves in our own lives and also to our world as a whole, as we start to grapple with all kinds of issues to do with the environment. And we also know that gardens, plants, and greenery are great natural healers, whether you're just looking at it out of your window, or you are walking through your garden, or walking in the landscapes in and around your home. So, even if our future is going to need a collective approach to deal with the world issues, it's still all going to start within our own lives and in the gardens and landscapes near our homes. And here we know, don't we, that a simple walk in the woods, or a quiet time in our garden, or a walk through the hills, all these things can help our well-being in so many ways. And John Muir, a famous conservationist, over 100 years ago, said these invaluable words: everybody needs beauty as well as bread, places to play in and pray in, where nature may heal and give strength to body and soul. So, at the heart of garden design, therefore, really should be the idea of a special place of natural healing where we may feel and develop a sense of well-being. And here there can be the interaction between nature's harmonies and the energies of nature in the colors and the plants and the trees and the life, interaction between that and ourselves. And this can heal our stressed and busy lives and have a dramatically beneficial effect on our well-being. And time in our gardens can therefore heal our bodies, settle our minds, uplift our feelings, and bring a sense to our spirits of connection to nature, to plants and animals, and all natural things. And here's a picture of a place, a kind of place that can do that, as part of, as I said, the location that we're going to be looking at. So, how are we going to be able to work with nature to enhance these healing influences even more? Because they already exist in nature, how can we enhance them further? Well, Creating Healing Gardens is going to hope to show you how you can do that. Now, we're going to start by exploring how we can better understand nature's fundamental harmonies and healing properties, and then we're going to investigate how we may create our own gardens and landscapes to draw on these healing ways, strengthen and enhance their presence, and thus bring a special well-being to our lives. Now, this is going to be done in a rather lovely valley setting in West Wales. But of course, these ideas can actually be applied anywhere, from small city patios to whole hillsides like we might have here. And Cwm, which is the short for Cwm Gyfeilior, which is a bit of a Welsh tongue twister. It's part of a farm of about 50 acres. Now here there's a living experiment to try and create both the wider landscapes and also the smaller garden spaces to help us reconnect to nature and bring these enhanced healing influences into our gardens and our lives. And this is an ongoing work here at CUM. Every year it carries on, day by day, week by week. New things are appearing, and most of the pictures you see are going to come from CUM itself, and a lot of them from very recent activity this year. Now, Shakespeare wrote this rather lovely words, didn't he, about the idea of working and living in the country, when he said, "And this, our life, exempt from public haunt, finds tongues in trees, books in the running brooks, sermons in stones, and good in everything." And here at CUM too, I think you'll find we can learn from trees and from the running brooks and from the stones too. So, Healing Gardens' key principles are going to be built around these four ideas. First of all, how the unseen influences and energies of our universe, our world and nature affect ourselves and the trees, plants and gardens that we're working with. Secondly, how we are also connected to all that is around us, all of nature that's around us, and how we and our gardens influence each other's well-being. We both influence each other. Thirdly, we're going to look at nature's harmonies and laws and how they underlie the healing ways in nature and ourselves. And fourthly, we're going to look at how the feelings that we have of balance and harmony are central to what we should call this work of the heart. And all this is going to be done in a very practical way that you can use yourself with all sorts of ideas and experiments of what you might be able to do. Well, how can Healing Gardens help us then? Well, following these key principles that we're going to look at, there are then going to be a whole series of ideas and inspirations taken from CUM, giving examples of how we may put all these different kinds of ideas into practice. And there's going to be a whole growing series of examples as part of this whole series of presentations, and these can be threaded through our own ideas, thoughts and preferences, or used on their own, depending on how you would like to apply them in your own garden space. Now, we're still going to need our own cultivation and plant reference guides, which can be brilliant for helping us to choose what kind of plants we can put where. We're still going to need those, and I should mention that food growing, which is a very important speciality of its own, is not a focus of this series. So if you want to follow Creating Healing Gardens, it'll be appearing regularly on the Templates for Change website. It'll also be on T4C's YouTube channels and website links, and each presentation is going to last about 10 minutes. And the series is going to build up, ideally, into a complete exploration of all the key ideas that we can practice and use ourselves. And hopefully in the future we'll be able to have hands-on seminars and workshops as well. We'll just have to see how things go. So join our T4C network, and then you can get up to date with information on the next presentations, or follow us on Twitter. And as a final thought, here's some magic words from that very special philosopher Thomas Berry. Gardening is an active participation in the deepest mysteries of the universe. And here we end with a beautiful, mysterious, lovely sunset at CUM with this final thought. Okay, speak again soon.